Why, hello there. So I feel like I was just here. Anyway, I thought I would do a one-on-one on highlight. There are so many highlighters in the market currently, and I feel like we could all just get lost in the glow. And it's true. I mean, it's fun. I'm actually newer to it because I have more of an oily complexion and I never necessarily want to look extra oily. And I feel like that's a common misconception. So I like to have more of a designated glow area. I think that that's a smarter thing if you tend to have more combination to oily skin. So I thought that I would just kind of go over the good glow area and placement and just a good way to not overdo it and common myths about highlighting. So currently for my skin tone, because I'm a little bit more tan, I love this palette. This is the by Terry Sun Designer palette, number 6, Happy Sun. It has more of a kind of bronzy over here, like complexion, and then more highlighters. So I'm going to be mixing more of a kind of coppery tone and then a golden tone. So I just kind of mix those two together. Now, what I like to do, and this is all personal preference, obviously, is I like to hit the high points of my face. So a lot of people are really dousing this area. When I say high points of the face, I want the light to pop, but I don't want it to scream at you. So I'm going to get my cheekbones. I'm going to get the center of the bridge of my nose, tiny bit on the top of the forehead, because I have to be smart about highlighting. I know that throughout the day, my makeup's going to warm up, my oil's going to come through, and I don't want to look oily and shiny. So I like to tap, and I like to also tap again after tapping into my product. So highest point of my cheekbone is right over here. So I'm using a Morphe X Jeffree Star JS4 brush, and I just kind of like to do little circular motions. And I'm just kind of doing a little bit over here. And some days I go heavier than others. So, you know, some days you might be like, I don't understand. You said you like light and now you're glowing. So just doing a little bit over here. Just a tiny bit. Now I'm just kind of tapping again. I like to go right in the center of the bridge of the nose. And just like that. Tapping again, tapping off. Now, one thing that a very famous makeup artist has always said is when you look straight, you shouldn't really see too much glow. When you look to the side, it can kind of hit you, and that's pretty. When you look straight, you don't want it to come all the way forward and it to blind you. So some people really like that, and I'm not saying that it looks bad. To each their own. But to me, I totally agree, and I feel like on my skin, I don't like it when you look at someone and it's like, so I just wanted to kind of hit you on the sides. But when you look at me, you don't really see too much. So I'm just doing whatever's left, a little bit on the center of my forehead. I actually have gotten used to a little bit over the brow bone, but like whatever's left on my brush just makes the skin look really fresh and hydrated. Tapping a little, I like a little on my Cupid's bow, and I go up a little. I don't do on the chin because my oil is gonna break through. So I'm just kind of checking out the sides of my face. Now, if I ever feel like I do too much, I take my brush that I use my bronzer with, and I take the side of it, and I just kind of go over it. And I just kind of sweep over. And I just want it to really melt into my skin. But if I feel like I took away too much, whatever's left on my brush, I just kind of go back right on that highest point. And I just kind of circular motion. Also, whatever's left, I'm going to do a tiny bit on my brow bone. Because my eye look is more matte today, it's going to be very tiny. But again, it just gives the illusion of very hydrated skin. I also have a little blemish here, so I'm just going to really take away some of that glow. All right, And normally I do a tiny bit more on the bridge of my nose. I don't do the tip of my nose because my nose gets pretty oily. So I know that it's going to seep through. Now, I am going to set all of that with my MAC Fix Plus. So yes, I am a girl who has a fan. So I'm just gonna set all of that. And I think this is more my daily look. If I'm going out and I wanna look a little bit more glowy, then I'll just kind of hit those points again after my setting spray. Because when your skin is a little bit damp and you add a little more, it really accentuates that glow because the powder adheres to the skin nicely. All right, so what I then like to do is I use my beauty blender that has any residue of my powder, and I go back over the tip of my nose, the sides of my nose, the center of my face, my chin, where I want to control that oil and really pack in that powder. So I don't want any glow in the center of my forehead, the center of my face. I don't want any here. I can have it on the bridge of my nose. I can have it on my cheekbones. I also take the part where I added the powder under my eyes and I make sure everything is really nicely blended. So it's about controlling my glow. And then this is when I would put on my mascara because I don't want to spray my face and then have anything run. This is when I put on my brow gel, all that fun stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have to finish getting ready for work. Let me know if you want to see more videos. So again, you see that glow. It's subtle, it's natural. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.